Nylock, how are you, bro? Nylock?
Sorry, getting my computer plugged into the station.
Okay.
Charging cable. Where are you? There you are. Come to me. Come to me. No, don't get caught on shit.
Man
Hey,
just plugs in like his
thank
whole
you.
computer to his monitor. Like doesn't even plug it into
This
the
man is
outlet.
yelling at
Uses
his
like
wires.
his computer plug
No,
and plugs
dude,
it
this man is
into the
yelling
monitor.
at his wires right now.
Yes, I am yelling at my motherfucking wires because my motherfucking wires are behaving.
No, a couple months ago, me and my buddy were in a call. He got stuck behind his desk. It's in a video. He gets stuck. He goes, "Oh, woo." And then he's like, "All right, I'm free." Hello? It's like, bro, I heard you the whole time. I wonder what we're gonna talk about.
I had an idea, then I forgot it, so I'm just gonna wing it again.
All right, sounds good.
Okay.
You just slide like a remote control car across the floor. My window. Why is my window open? Yeah, it's staying open.
Alright, I'm just gonna send you all of the words that I need in emotes.
Okay, I'll do it throughout the podcast.
That's fine. You're gonna be like, that's a lot. And I'll be like, I know.
Yeah, I don't mind. Bro,
There
did
you
you
go.
go on my Twitter and see my new overlay and all
I
that?
did. Did you not see me like it, you dumb bitch?
No.
You stupid.
Nylock, you good to go, dude?
I'm good.
Alright,
Oh my
I gotta
god, he's going
raise
through
you.
the UFO. Oh no.
Oof, dude.
Where the fuck is Stoner Boy?
I don't know. Probably asleep.
He's the Legend 27. But in pig form.
Okay, let's see how badly wrong this podcast episode can go.
Alright,
How long it
let's
takes
set
us to
some
get there.
guideline. Let's set some guidelines. Let's not go straight to porn.
Let's not go straight to porn.
We won't. We'll
Like,
cover
let's
about
hold off
5
a
minutes
little
worth of other topics first. That's what happened last time.
All right, guys, welcome to the
Yeah.
Unprofessional podcast, episode number, what is this, 4 or 5? I forgot. Hold on, I gotta check.
Probably check.
Good
it's
job, you
4.
fucking dumbass. You don't even
No,
remember
this is episode
what
number 5.
episode
This is episode number
of
5.
your
Welcome to the 5th
own
episode. I don't know what the
podcast
fuck
it
I'm
is.
doing. I am here
Yes.
along. I am here along with my co-host Rusty
Wait,
Nightlock.
Zux, before we move any further, allow me to ask you what you asked Rusty. Are you sure you're not the one that's high?
Bro, I've been cleaning for like 2 months, and I'm really sad about it.
Can we get an F in chat for this poor man? F in chat for this poor man. Fuck, I wish I still had a trumpet. I'd bring it out, play some taps for you. Have a moment of silence in honor of a fallen brethren.
Dude, I tried to get some before we went on lockdown, and nobody wanted to leave their house. Nobody would sell.
I feel that.
Bitches.
I've tried to get shit for months and months and months and months and months, and this city has been drier than shit, except for one goddamn plug who can't deliver, and I don't have a car to go pick it up with.
And you have a car to drop it off. They're like, yeah, I'm on my bicycle. Let me put it in my satchel. Let me grab my school backpack.
I
No,
can't
but-
just bike to him. I sold all my bikes years ago.
You got legs.
You got legs. You can walk or run or crawl.
Bro, I'm just saying that would be a good solid few hour walk one way just to get to him. Hell nah.
Dude, speaking of running, that's pretty much like the way I've been getting through like this whole quarantine. Like I started 2 days ago where I'd go around because my neighborhood, when you go around the block, like one full lap, that's 8/10 of a mile. So I do 2 laps, and then today I did a run walk of 2 laps, and I did a third lap for 2.4 miles. And somehow I gained 10 pounds. Most-
Side note. 10 out of 10 segue, dude.
You sound like the exact opposite of how I used to be. It used to be I would do nothing to work out, I could go to a buffet, smash back like 5 plates of something else, pick up a goddamn pizza, eat it on the way to get a taco 12-pack from Taco Bell, destroy that, and then top it off with some cookies or some cake, and sit my happy ass on the couch for a few days, and I'd lose 10 pounds.
All right,
Yeah,
I know we
no.
discussed like on episode 3 of just how much weed we smoked, but how fucking stoned were you?
Actually, that wasn't one of my sober points. That was when I played. Yeah, yeah. That was coming off of when I played football, so I still ate everything.
Can we get a W in the chat?
W's in the chat. Pog chat, Pog. Poggers in chat, boys.
Oh my
Oh
god,
my
I
God.
still remember when I was in Scouts, we were meeting up to work on some merit badge requirements. And we decided to meet up to work on it at McDonald's of all places. We get there, I was one of the younger kids that was there. One of my friends that was in the troop, he gets there, he's ordering food. He asks if I'm going to order anything, and I tell him, no, I don't have any money on me, so I can't. And he tells me, oh, don't worry, I'll cover you. Okay, so he tells me, go ahead, order off the dollar menu, order whatever you want. And I dead ass look at this man and go, do not tell me that because I can max out your credit card on the dollar menu. Turns to me, go, you had better fucking not.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Oh, God. It was a special time. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Also, I should probably clear the elephant in the room of where is Devils. I don't know where the fuck Devils is, to be honest. None of us do. I tried to get a hold of him before the podcast, and he just didn't answer.
Yeah, I'm saying that's not clearing much.
Also,
that
Rusty,
answers no questions.
I know. Also, Rusty is going to join on his phone, or if he already did. But so if his mic quality changes, that's why.
Yeah,
Why are your parents mad at you for being awake?
pretty much.
Oof. Oof. Can we get an F in chat for these boys?
Creating content, even though I shouldn't be making content right now.
I'm going to the kitchen. I need food.
He's in his kitchen runs, bro. Oh, man.
Zux, you want to know what I say towards that content note?
What?
Do it for the vine.
Fuck, that was loud, you fucking bitch.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Oh, actually, I kind of remember what I wanted to talk about. Speaking of content, now that we mentioned it somehow. Where was I? I just had it and I just lost it.
God damn it.
Oh yeah, no. I was like,
I'm waiting
so
to hear. Fuck, I forgot again.
No. So, this is like something I thought of like 2 weeks ago, but obviously we didn't record the podcast last week because just shit. I don't remember what the fuck happened, but shit happened. Other than COVID-19 being a thing. But anyways, my question was just kind of like, what made you?
Edits happen.
That too. What made you start getting into content, and why do you enjoy it so much, and how did you get to where you are now? Is basically what I wanted to try and cover at some point during the podcast. So why not do it now?
Yeah, sounds good.
Then can we talk about porn?
No.
No.
Aww.
I like how that's his main concern.
I swear to God, come to one of these episodes with a whole fucking talking list, including specific points and stars, all related to porn that we can go on and on about.
I'm
I
not
will
trying
let
to
us
get my
drag the
entire
topic
podcast
away.
demonetized. Not that it's monetized anyways, but I'm not trying to get it blacklisted from anywhere where it could be possibly viewed. Fucking dipshit.
Hey, worst comes to worst, upload it to Dailymotion. They'll let anything on that site.
So YouTube to an extent.
As long as you aren't
Mayla,
big,
do wanna
you
take
won't
this
get
one
in
on first?
trouble.
This podcast turns into my number one viewed thing on my channel. Fuck!
Number one thing viewed NA.
Number one thing viewed NA. It becomes trending worldwide on Twitter.
Jesus Christ, trending number 2 in
winds
the
up
gaming
getting
section.
onto the featured page of YouTube. Well, fuck boys, they found us.
Well, thanks, Nightlock, you
That's a
fucking
good
bitch.
thing. It's a good thing, actually.
Don't mind me just cracking up in my root beer.
No, but crack open a cold one with the boys.
Yay!
Dux, you know how I respond to that?
What? Oh,
I
that's
got
some
cream
actual
soda,
beer.
bitch.
Oh, I was thinking it was actual beer. For once, you're not being an alcoholic. What the fuck?
Bruh. My mother and I don't buy beer in the can, only bottle.
Oh, that is true. Forgot.
Bitch, I'm
No,
walking
oh
out
my
to the
god.
garage.
My
Give me a second.
grandparents on my mother's side. My grandparents on my mother's side, to let you know how...
Side note for the viewers, we're gonna get into Nightlock's alcoholic dark past. All right, cool. Let's
Hey,
continue.
boys, hold on.
I
You
mean,
ready?
if we want to get
Hey,
into
y'all
that, we can.
Y'all ready?
Ready for what? Oh my god, that reverb!
Damn, we're all cracking it open tonight.
Cracking open
We're
with the
all cracking it
boys.
open tonight.
With the boys. That's the title of this episode. With the boys.
With the boys.
With the boys.
Minus the stoner one, but with the boys.
With the boys minus stoner.
Minus stoner. What were we getting into? Oh yeah, Nightlock. What were you saying?
Yeah. But to let you know, while we're on the topic of beer, to let you know how crazy my grandparents on my mother's side of the family is, before I tell you this, just so you can understand how somehow this is like one of the more rational things that they do. My grandmother is the same woman that hangs up her dental floss after she uses it so it can dry and she can use it again later.
Ew.
But just giving that for context of the levels of insanity that they reach, they both have decided that they love buying beer in those tin top metal screw cans. And do you want to know why?
Why?
It's so they can open it, drink half of it, recap it, and then put it in the fridge to drink the rest the next day. Like,
my question is
flat
why
beer.
No, my question is why do you just not drink it all in the same evening? Because that's what everybody does.
My grandmother is the same woman that will go out to dinner, have one glass of wine, and go, "Oh my god, I can feel it."
So she's a lightweight, basically.
She overplays how much it affects her. Like, I still remember shortly after I turned 21. I went with my mother, my grandparents, and some of the other family to watch my uncle's band play at one of the local bars. We're there, and we're there watching his set for a few hours. We're like 3-4 hours into it. I have been taking it slow for the sake of not trying to, flip the fuck out of my grandmother. So instead of being on like my 10th beer, I am just now finishing my second.
Wow,
now,
what the fuck? You can control yourself?
Now, mind you, I am also not driving. I order a third beer, and my grandmother turns to my mother and goes, "Oh my god, no, how can he do that? That's way too much. He shouldn't be drinking that much." It's like, okay, you realize normally if I was at the bar on my own, I would have been to this point within the first 15 minutes, right?
First 15 minutes, I'll have my fifth.
You're like, bro's sitting there like, "Grandma, I grew up. I'm older now."
I'm older now. I could be drinking.
I drink beer.
But yeah, she is the woman who thought that me having 3 beers in like 5 hours was drinking way too much.
On the contrary, in Nightlock's personal life, he drinks like 20 beers in a matter of about 45 minutes. I'm kidding. That's a lot.
Much. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh no. One night
I'll go out, I'll buy a case of beer, and it'll be completely smashed within the night.
That is true.
This was like 3 nights ago. Nightlock decides to make an adult chocolate milk or something.
Yes!
I remember I was going through my siege recording and I was just like, I think I'm just going to cut this bit out. I don't know what's going on and I don't want to know what's going on.
So pretty much he made this and I was like, "Bro, just get a beer," jokingly because he was already drunk.
True.
I was not fucking drunk, bitch. That was my first drink of the night.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that was my first drink of the night.
I'm proud of you because you seem to be doing less and less until after the fact of like maybe 11:30, 12 a.m.
Bro, I
Exactly. I'm trying here, okay?
I'll give you
I-
props. But when you joined initially, I thought you were gone. And you're like, I'm gonna get an adult.
No, he's just a
chocolate
fucking
milk."
idiot. Side
Yeah.
note, by the way, for context to the viewers, I've known Nightlock now for how many months has it been? Like at least half a year. I want to feel like maybe 4, at least.
Bruh.
4 is not half a year.
No,
Bruh.
I'm saying 4 months at least, but like
Oh,
half a year
You're
roughly. It
asking
feels like.
if you've known me for 4 months when I am on a 10-month sub streak to your Twitch channel.
Are you shit, bro?
Yikes.
Yeah, dude.
Bro, I have
I
a shitty
suck.
memory. I have a very bad memory. I
Dude,
can't speak
Kelly
English.
and I subbed around the same time.
Oh, I'm going to my Twitch channel. Hold on. But anyways, basically what I'm saying is, is I've known Nightlock for a while now, and I know he's a fucking alcoholic dumb bitch, but I love him to death. But he's a dumb bitch. So the fact that he's starting to drink later instead of at fucking 7:30 p.m., I'm kind of proud.
Oh, dude,
Actually,
don't
before you met me, I was normally drinking at like noon.
I know.
But no, and context for you, the viewers, and also for Rusty. Actually, I'm normally mistaken for being drunk when I'm sober because at this point I'm slowly getting out of it, but I've gotten so adjusted to having alcohol in my system over the past few years that I actually seem like I am intoxicated whenever I am sober. And part of that comes back down to the fact people
Fuck,
don't
you're right.
know
It has
what
been
I'm
10
like
months.
when I'm sober.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but fuck, you're right. It has been 10 months. And also, yes,
It's the country accent.
he's from Indiana.
Exactly. That's my point.
I want to shoot myself now. I hate my fucking accent. I try to hide it.
No, dude, you don't know how it is when I get pissed off. My Jersey accent comes out, and people are like, "Whoa, what the fuck?"
Dude, when you hear me get excited, my fucking southern Indiana, northern Kentucky accent comes out so thick. It is not funny.
Look, just
And
be
I
grateful,
hate it.
viewers. Just be grateful you don't hear this motherfucker go off when he sees the fucking cat girl. Oh my god,
Don't make me code a
Wait,
Yui
what?
bot.
I don't. Please, I'd rather no.
No, no.
Don't make me go to Yui bot.
Wait,
Zux.
Please
hold on.
don't.
Wait. Let's go back to the original point Zux tried to talk about like 15 minutes ago, I think. How we all started on YouTube.
Actually, I mentioned that about 5 minutes ago, but
I don't have a timer pulled up. Holy shit.
it's been
11:30.
18 minutes since I started the recording. So we've been recording the podcast for about 15.
I just want a
I've been in
beer,
the car
man.
For 11. Oh,
Go
wait, I
get one,
switched.
dumbass. It's only
We don't
10:30.
have any in the house. All we have is liquor and wine.
I mean, that's good
You have
enough.
legs. Once again, you have legs.
True.
Okay, fuck it. Viewers, you heard it. Zux told me to. I'm gonna go get a drink.
This should be an interesting podcast.
The enabler.
Honestly, though, nothing's gonna get wild probably until after the podcast, unless he somehow just releases his fucking what is it? Tolerance to alcohol. So
He literally just grabs the whole bottle and is just like, "Yep, this is my water."
this is my water. Oh my god, dude. I guess we should start talking now about why we got into content, and I don't know what the fuck the tangent was of alcohol just now, but fuck it, it was kind of funny.
I don't know.
It was funny. I don't give a shit. But as to where we started on YouTube, I usually started making content. Fuck, I want to say my first YouTube channel, I want to say was 2012, maybe 2011. Let me check. But my current YouTube channel, the one that I'm uploading this podcast on, was made in 2013. Oh wait, shit, hold on. In 2 months, it'll be my 7-year anniversary of that channel.
Yeah, see, my first channel, I did some very, very not good things there. So I ended up getting suspended. And then this channel, the one I have now, this coming May or April 30th is gonna be my 4 years on YouTube.
Wow, dude.
So pretty much I've been doing YouTube all through high school.
Yeah, my first channel ever was made in February 20th, 2011. So that was, oh shit.
MW3.
That was on DB3, but like that fucking 9-year anniversary was last month, dude.
Jesus.
And I don't even have the permissions to that channel anymore. I lost them forever ago.
It's just so interesting to see like how content from there to now, like how it's evolved. Because I swear to God, everyone like back then, no one did. People did funny moments, but funny moments didn't take off till like 2014, maybe 2013.
True.
But back in like 2011, it's people like doing commentaries over just gameplay, and then the occasional face cam over commentaries.
Yeah, no, actually, cutcoms didn't become a thing until, I want to say, late 2013.
2014.
2014?
Yeah, 2014, 2015, because that's when AW came out.
No, because actually, yeah, no, wait, that's right.
Well, people were doing it in 2013.
Like late 2013, but it was more so, it was not
It was
as common.
mainly Pomage in like 2012, 2013 doing
It was
live
more
comms and stuff
around-
doing live comms.
It was more around the start of third gen YouTube. You know, the third
okay, so
generation
when-
of YouTubers to come through.
True.
Also,
when-
I got an adult chocolate milk and Zux just for you. Instead of the vodka-based butterscotch schnapps, I got the Everclear-based butterscotch schnapps.
Wait, so what generation of YouTube are we?
like fifth.
Shit.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think we're fifth. I would say
Either fifth or sixth.
Well, no, because I started my channel in 2013, and I've been doing it seriously since about 2015 or so. So I
Then
would
you would-
Right off the rip, I've been doing this.
Then you would be
seriously.
tail end of the third to start of fourth gen, roughly. Zux.
Yeah. Because, I mean, in terms of the COD community anyways, because back in, like, 2013, 2014, that's all that I really watched was COD content. Cutcoms didn't become very popular until Jev joined FaZe, and that was 2014. Because Jev was already doing cutcoms for a long time, like, prior to him joining FaZe, just nobody really knew of the editing style because he wasn't known, and he just didn't make it popular until past that. I mean... He wasn't the only one to make it popular. Other people were also doing it. It just wasn't as widely used. Don't know why, but after Jev joined FaZe, it was when everybody else in FaZe started doing it. It became a lot more convenient for them doing it. I remember watching Rain and Apex say like how cutcoms were a lot easier to make because they could just cut out their fuck ups and shit like that. And I'm like, I don't know how you didn't think of that earlier, but yeah.
Wait, Zux, I have to ask. Since you were always a big COD inspired YouTuber and you always watch the COD content, do you remember when K-pop did Call of Duty content?
Actually, I don't think I ever reached that point. I don't think I ever found that side of COD, to be honest.
I don't want to find that side either.
I mainly stuck with just like the bigger teams like Synergy, Sword, Dare, and FaZe, and Obey. Mainly FaZe though, because their content was just obviously the most enjoyable, with them being the biggest team with the best roster out of any like team at the time. And this is back when they were uploading only montages, nothing content based. Well, like fucking commentary content based. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No challenges, none of that.
Yeah, no, it was just all just montage. It's like, yo, this motherfucker had a 6 on. That's closer to his Taj. Like, oh shit, that's fucked. DSR 6 on, pre-patch.
Back then, people are hitting like 6-ons back then, and people are like, oh my god, like 6-ons are being normalized in the kill feed now.
I know. It's
in the newest COD.
Yeah.
But it's not a proper 6-on.
Yeah, I know.
It's weird how things change.
I don't think things changed a lot, and those old days will never go back. It kind of sucks, but like, I don't know. I mean, at this point for me, I think I've just ingested so much COD to like, I'm just kind of sick of seeing it, and I don't want to play it. And I don't know. I just, on top of that, the new games haven't been great. Mostly, I think my problem with it is just maps. Honestly, I mean,
1,000%.
In terms of like the radar with MW, I can give less of a fuck. I can just rely on my eyesight and like hearing if the game fucking footsteps work. But I can rely on my eyesight more than anything. But it's just the maps don't flow right. They don't. It's
Yeah.
just I don't know.
Most
Let
of
me
the
just say,
map,
Saint Petrograd. What the fuck is that?
yeah,
Like,
most of the
that is
maps on the new Modern Warfare are just meh
ass.
at best. And
Yeah.
honestly,
The
that
only
is
good
the
map. So the remasters.
honestly,
that.
it was a huge letdown because the original Modern Warfare had so many amazing maps. MW2,
Bog.
yes.
Bagwell.
Bog.
MW2 had so many amazing fucking maps. MW3, not as many, but still so many.
MW3 still had a really good map set. There were very few that I didn't want to play. And then they introduced Drop Zone, and then I think every map at that point became playable if you had the right lobby.
Hard hat drop zone.
Hard hat Drop Zone, bro.
I mean,
didn't
NW2.
play
All right, I'll
NW2.
be honest. I love NW2. The aesthetic and everything about it is perfect, but
The colors.
the colors are great. But there were a lot of maps that I did not enjoy if I wasn't trick shotting. As simple as
Like
that.
what?
I hated sniping on a majority of those maps.
Oh, dude. I used to be. Here's the. Want to hear something crazy? You guys see what sense I play on now. For those of you who are listening, I play on like 10 cents on like Black Ops 4. Say for example, on Modern Warfare, I run 15-15, and 15-15 is like 3/4 until max. So I run a high sense. Guess what I used to run back in MW2?
Max?
I used to run a 1-1 sensitivity with a red dot UMP 45.
You're disgusting and everyone will fucking hear from you again. All right, moving on.
And
wait,
the
Zux, I
way-
can name something that's even worse than that.
Is it a noob too?
Charlie Nomad.
NoobTube grenade launcher, one-man army pro
One man
swap.
army.
Yeah.
Yep.
Go for the nuke, baby. Go for the nuke.
Oh,
Dude,
my God.
the way I actually broke out of hold on, one man army noob tube prone on top of high rise glitch spot. Not even glitch spot, ladder.
Yeah.
Legend ladder. Like up there. No, but the way I broke out of playing on such a low sense was my sister used to play COD. And during the Black Ops 1 times, she used to run gun game 10 cents. And she's like, yo, I'll be right back. You can play on my account. I'd be like, okay. She's like, don't touch my sensitivity. And ever since then, I just started popping off. Like, dude, like it's indescribable. Like, yes,
You
I just
sound
had
like
a
a
stroke.
kid who just had sex for the first time trying to talk about it. It was indescribable. The
No, but
feeling
it's
was just so...
indescribable because it's. Listen, drinker. I don't want to hear your shit.
Oh my God. Going back to the original note of like where I started with content at the very least.
Oh yeah.
I started.
Yay, tangents.
So I started back in 2011. And I had the channel since 2011. And my first original videos, believe it or not, were on Star Wars Battlefront 2, the original one on PS2. Those were, dude, that was some fun ass
You
days.
hot-posh that shit?
What?
You hot-posh that shit?
No, actually, it was a Dazzle.
Yeah, that's close.
Because
Hot-posh HD PVR.
honestly, I got into YouTube because my older brother was doing YouTube. He was a Let's Player YouTuber, and he's the reason I got into a lot of the JRPG games that I'm into now. For example, Final Fantasy and Nier Automata. Just a lot of the RPG games that I play off stream. And he was doing YouTube. He was doing Let's Plays, and I just thought like, yo, that's kind of cool. I want to follow him. I mean, like my older brother is like an idol to me, and just that family type of way. You know what I mean? And so I just did the same thing, and I was like, well, I enjoy COD. I enjoy Star Wars, so I'm gonna do Star Wars since I probably shouldn't be playing COD yet. And so I did that for a while, and then I deleted all of my old videos because I didn't know what the fuck private meant because I'm an idiot and I was like 10 years old. So I deleted all my old videos. I don't have them at all anymore. I don't know where the fuck they are. They're just gone from my existence. But but I started uploading more to my channel off of the, like, you know how in Black Ops 2 you could sync your YouTube account to the game? That's what I did.
Yeah, you can
and
get clips and stuff.
yeah, and so I uploaded all of my videos from 2013 or 2011 to 2013 off of just the in-game saying you can upload this to YouTube. I did that for NW3 and BO2. And I didn't actually start doing a lot more stuff until BO2 came out. So I had my channel for like 2 years, and then when 2013 came around, I was uploading BO2 stuff. And literally, it's just like 3-second clips of me hitting some random shit. I don't know what the fuck it can be, whether it be a cool no scope or cool quick scope, whatever the fuck. Literally, no standards at all. I'm like, oh, this seems cool. I'm gonna throw it up on YouTube. And literally, I did it for my own enjoyment to look back at and be like, that was kind of cool. That was it.
So, damn.
Yeah, but I'm not done yet. I have a little bit more to go. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
And then over time, I switched aliases, and at first I was going by what was I going by? I think it was Snow. I believe that was what I first went by, and then I ended up.
Dope name.
I kind of wish I kept it, to be honest, but then I moved on to. I was Legend for a long time. I went by the name Legend for a really, really long time. I'm saying like a year or so. And then I went through a lot of other names. Eventually, I ended up joining a team called R700. Not the like known R700 that was known back then. We were a different one, very small, like 5 of us in the team. And then the bigger R700 ended up making us end because they were little fucking shitheads.
Imagine you guys changed from how there's like M48-3 R700. You guys are like fucking Dragunov.
Yeah, yep, that was us.
Dragunov Snow. Dragunov Legend.
By the time I joined R700, I went to a different name. I don't know what the fuck it was, but I changed. Oh, I went as
King Cop Goggler 69.
No, I went as Vortex. I was Vortex in R700, and then I changed my name again to Winter because I thought Winter was a cooler name, which it is. And then after
You just go through like all seasons.
Yeah, pretty much. And then after R700 ended, I kind of just chilled for a bit. I was joining some smaller teams with friends, blah, blah, blah. Teams, quote unquote. Nothing was actually set up in professional by any means. I mean, professional 2013 standards meaning they have a YouTube with more than like 2 subs.
High standards here, boys. High standards.
High standards, yes. But then just by the time 2013 came around, I made this channel that I'm on now, and I went by the name Arsenic, which is why if you have my original YouTube handle, which is youtube.com/users/xarsenicog, that's why it's that YouTube handle, because I went by the name Arsenic for a while. And then I just changed my name. Eventually, over time, it came with Zux, but it was a long way to get there. But I made my current channel in 2013 of May, which in 2 months will be my 7-year anniversary of having this channel, which is kind of fucking nuts. And again, by that time, I still didn't have my own anything to record. I didn't have a Dazzle. I didn't have a PVR. I didn't have an Elgato. I had nothing. So I was still uploading all of my clips via BO2 Theater and NW3 Theater. And literally any editing that was done in those videos was on YouTube Editor or within the game itself.
Still higher quality than I had.
Yeah. And then I think by the time 2014 came around is when I got a fucking Dazzle. I didn't get an Elgato. I didn't get a Hapog. And no PVR, nothing. Dazzle. Because it was the cheapest thing that I could afford to make content. And that's where I was at.
Boy, got high standards. High standards.
Yep. I didn't actually get my Elgato until 2015.
Oh boy, I didn't get mine till later.
Really? Wow. So now that I'm done with like my beginning of YouTube, I'll let it spread to you guys since I just talked for about 5 minutes straight.
Nightlock, do you want to go?
I guess. Let me just take a drink of my, as Baby Yoda would dub it, Chucky milk. Oh god, that's good. Little bit
That's the
more
end of this
burned than
podcast?
normal, just because of the Everclear based butterscotch schnapps, but very
Stop
good.
talking about your alcoholism. How the fuck did you start?
Rusty's like, dude, no, I want this podcast to continue, man.
Like, fuck.
All right. So where'd you start, Nightlock?
Man, it's just getting fucking litty.
Oh,
Not lucky. I started the porn industry.
Yeah.
No.
I was up looking those damn dare hentai films on the YouTubes. No. I actually started my first channel April 11th of 2011, and I only know that for sure because I went to the channel and I looked it up.
Nice.
No, I mean, I made that channel, and it was mostly just to have fun, to screw around, be able to, like, comment, and save videos, and all that shit. But eventually I started to get a little bit more interest in it, like, kind of looking at it and going, this seems like it could be fun. And, if it grows enough, there could be a way to possibly make some kind of money, maybe get a fan base. It could be interesting. So I started uploading videos, and that was around 2000 and late 2011 up to early 2012 was where quite a few of my videos came from. And I mean, I'm sitting here looking at it, and the first good chunk of videos I uploaded were literally just recordings of random things that were going on around my school. Because this was start of my freshman year of high school.
Original content, baby.
Yeah. The OG
And-
vlog.
The OG vlogger.
The OG vlogger, baby. And the sad thing is, it didn't stop there because I uploaded some of the school content on other accounts as well.
Oh,
But that's a
God.
story for another day. Actually, no. it's
Casey
gonna be
Neistat
involved in
who?
this story. I'm just pulling your leg. But after a while, I eventually decided, okay, I enjoy gaming. It's something I love to do a little too much at times. You can ask my teachers at school.
Same.
And-
I relate to that. Same.
And so I started recording videos of me doing gameplay and uploading it. And I mean, it was just quite literally 99% of the time, zero commentary, just the video with maybe some music. And I mean, Zux, you're sitting there talking about how, you didn't have anything to record with. You didn't have a mic, and all yours was uploaded directly from the game to YouTube. Motherfucker, my first uploads was me setting my phone on my desk, pointed at the TV, and hitting
You were
record.
one of those guys. Okay, I see how
Yep,
it is.
back
At
when
least I
you
had
could
HD
upload a-
quality. I'm kidding.
Back when you couldn't upload a video any longer than 15 minutes.
Oh, those days, bro. Those are so long
Damn.
ago.
Yeah, I know. And I started getting into it, started uploading content. I uploaded a little MW3 gameplay, started branching out into different racing, Shift to Unleashed, and other games of that sort.
Wait, can I pause you really quick? Sorry, this just popped in my head. But like, what if YouTube in 2020 wouldn't let us upload videos past like 15 minutes? This would be like podcast number 4, part like 6.
Oh my God.
Podcast
Imagine, dude, that would be the shortest.
number 47,
podcast
part
ever.
563.
No, dude, that would be like the most put together fucking podcast. Like 15 minutes, let's fucking go.
Right, dude? 15 minutes. All right, we got to get through this point, and that point. Hopefully, no side stories.
Yeah.
Yeah,
as we're
no.
making sex.
I'm just saying, we would get like one of us talking in an episode.
Oh, I know. I'm aware.
Yeah, each of our stories is one episode.
Exactly. And then we move on to the next point.
All right, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to just.
Nah,
like,
it's all
track
good,
off,
it's all
but
good.
I just popped in my head. I'm like, that's kind of funny.
I know. I reminded you of the quote unquote good old days.
I mean, they were the good old
Damn.
days, bro. Back when, like,
Oh.
those are the days when I was watching Let's Players. Like, for example, people like Nintendo Capri Sun, Chugger Conroy. But people were like, Let's Playing like Super Mario Galaxy. By the way, go to the game. But side note, just those are like the good days when everything was like simple on YouTube. You know what I mean?
I'm
Dude,
just
Rooster
I'm just
Teeth.
saying, Zux. Now we sound like those fucking 60, 70-year-old
Shut up! I want to hear it. I don't 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 want to hear it. All right, I don't want to hear it. Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Put in the snow when it was 6 degrees outside. You can go.
Are we
That
done?
is
You just
what we
grabbed your
sound
balls.
like right now. We are the 70-year-old grandpas of YouTube.
Dude, it literally sounded like someone just grabbed your balls and shoved them back in your body when you're trying to speak.
Kinky.
As you were saying about your YouTube channel, and how you started making content.
But so I started just uploading. Wow. Good job, me. I can English goods. But
That's
I
right,
started
you're fast.
uploading just random assorted content, some COD gameplay, other random shit. I mean, hell, I'm looking at it. I uploaded a video of how to throw darts, for fuck's sake. I mean, I was not setting a high bar for myself, but I knew what I was working with, and I knew I was better off not trying to. But, you know, whether it was photo compilations set to music or random gameplays, maybe a guitar video or two, I really just uploaded random shit until I decided to plug my PS2 back in and find a game again called Need for Speed Underground 2.
Oh my god, don't even get me started. I love that game so much.
I
Oh
went
my
to
God.
I went to try and upload a playthrough of it. And again, remembering you can't upload videos longer than 15 minutes to YouTube at this point. So
Dude,
I had
Key Martin started his Let's Play channel. And so, like, each upload was only 15 minutes. It's like, all right, guys, I'll see you in the next episode. Then the next episode will be out, like, less than a half hour later. It's like, oh my god.
yeah, pretty
What's
much.
happening?
But I mean, to give you an idea, I had the intro and intro part 2, and then I basically set it by chapters and parts. Each chapter being, you know, the section of the city you have unlocked, and the parts being the video. I have chapter 1, part 1, up to chapter 1, part 3, and this is where it starts getting big. I then had chapter 2, part 1, up to, as soon as I get up here to it. Where are you? Where are you? I know you're up here somewhere. Fuck, this went on for a while. Up to from chapter 2, part 1, up to chapter 2, part 15, then went on to chapter 3, and chapter 3, part 1, to, where is it? Is that the last one? Yeah, that is. Up to chapter 3, part 13, and then I just gave up. I just gave up. After that, I don't have a single Underground 2 playthrough video on my channel.
Well, yeah, because that's like 31 episodes in total, really.
But, I mean, I went through and I started staggering what I was uploading. I uploaded mainly either I was uploading COD content, or I was going full on
content.
weed.
He's uploading condoms.
Content. No, I was either uploading COD content, or I was going full weeb with Vocaloid videos, namely Miku or other assorted animes. But, I mean, I'm looking back at this, and I have Modern Warfare videos, Modern Warfare 2 videos. Hell, I made a fucking video on how to quickscope Modern Warfare. Is that
With
2 or 3?
0 views.
I think that's Modern Warfare 3 from the thumbnail.
How do you not know the difference between the two?
Because some of the maps look very similar when you haven't played either game for many fucking years. No, that's MW3. I recognize the dome. Can't remember the name of the map, but I recognize the dome.
Dome.
It's probably called Dome. It's probably called
No,
Dome.
it was not called Dome, but it was one of my favorite maps.
Hard hat.
But I mean,
Hard
I
hat does
just
not have a dome.
Yeah, I mean, I just kept
Interchange.
uploading random videos until I essentially just shut down the channel. I used the channel all the way up to BO2 being released, but then I actually made another YouTube channel, and this is where we really start getting into the dark parts of my life. I made a YouTube channel to be a role play channel on YouTube.
All right, moving on to Nightlock. Nightlock, where'd you start with YouTube?
But it was Vocaloid based, so 99% of the videos that I made, that I uploaded, were based on Vocaloid. And after about a year or so, year or two, I quit using that, and I essentially shut down from content completely because I started turning more and more and more towards music and started, getting equipment and building up my equipment to start trying to do music recording, music production. And it wasn't until probably 2.5 years ago that I started streaming really for the first time, but just kind of did it as an on and off thing. By that point, I was still going by my original handle online, which was actually, no, I'm not going to say it just so people can't find the channel. I'm going to save myself that misery.
At least put it in the chat. It's not going to show up on video, but at least put it in the chat. I want to know.
You think I want you fuckers knowing this?
Yes.
Dude, there's no.
No.
Dude,
Here.
watch fucking. Bro,
Here,
watch Devil's
tell you
Going
what,
to, like,
Zux,
the
if I
credits.
DM it to you, will you keep it a secret?
Yes, I promise.
Okay, there you go. It's sent to you.
All right, I'll check it on my
What
phone so
about
it doesn't
me?
show up on screen.
What about me?
But I don't know you. You
Bitch.
just added me as a friend on Discord today.
Oh, that
We're
one,
sorry,
really?
you have not leveled up enough for that. Please level up and
Nightlock,
enhance the friend
technically,
tree.
technically, you haven't hid that entirely, though. That handle, because it's still on some games that you play.
Yeah, it is still on some, but that is just because the accounts are that old. And if people are able to track that down, there's
Give me
not much
props.
I can do about it at that point. But
Fair enough.
I went by the apart from the roleplay channel, I was using the same handle up until end of 2017, beginning of 2018. So, 6 to 7
Nightlock
years.
is still a relatively new alias, relatively.
Yeah, 6 or 7 years I was using the same handle that I'd always used apart from my roleplay channel. But towards the end of my... Actually, it was towards the end of my junior year of high school. I had a moniker that I'd gone by for a few specific people, which actually was a variation on my current one. I had gone by Sabbath Nightlock with 1 B instead of 2. But eventually I made my most recent channel, which was Sabbath Nightlock, and I eventually started uploading just little content to that, whether it was guitar covers, whether it was, Forza Motorsport videos. And this was all after I'd started streaming on and off a little bit, not a lot, wasn't taking it seriously. But then back towards the beginning of 2018, back towards the beginning of 2019, sorry, almost a year ago at this point, about a month and a half away from that, I actually was when, again, I met Zux through one of our former friends that was streaming at the time. He raided his channel, got in, started talking to Zux, stayed to watch because he was playing a game that I found really interesting, always wanted to try, which was Osu. And so started... Yeah. So started talking to Zux and, started getting a little bit more interest in actually pursuing streaming more seriously than I had. And as you know, I started getting back into it more and more, eventually getting to the point where I was streaming regularly multiple times a week. And slowly began to look at creating new content to YouTube. Even to this day, I still don't do a lot with YouTube content creation, although I am still an avid streamer If my internet would let me do it.
I'm sorry.
Oh yeah,
I'm sorry.
I'm still salty about that one. Fuck this quarantine. You'd think it'd give me more of an ability to stream. Nah, it's killed my goddamn internets.
I'm
The
sorry. I didn't mean to
interwebs
laugh.
no works.
I wasn't expecting you to get that close to your mic. I'm sorry.
But yeah, so I mean, I still stream very regularly when WoW allows me to.
By the way, go visit twitch.tv/Nightlock. He streams there when he can. He would appreciate you guys to stop by. There you go. There's your plug. Don't fucking ask for it again. I'm kidding. I love you.
It's all good. But yeah, so I mean, it's just, I've kind of turned it into instead of a long grind, I've kind of turned it more into a slow simmer of, I do it when I can if I'm in the mood. That way I can really enjoy what I'm doing.
Yeah,
But
no,
other than that,
putting it as like a job almost is, and like having a set schedule for me personally at the very least, it turns out to just be stress instead of a hobby. And
you almost sound like you're talking from experience there.
No, not at all. I'll get back into my side of that more later, but just when it comes to streaming though, yeah, no, it's pretty similar for a lot of people, I'd imagine, where once it's a set schedule, it just like it almost feels like work instead of a hobby, and that's just the annoying part about it. So I don't know, but again, I'll get into that more later.
Yeah.
Going over
But
to
yeah,
Rusty
so-
now. After, unless you have more to add.
Let me hear that beautiful voice, Daddy.
Oh my
I-
god.
No. Going on over to. Hey, yo, Curious George, calm down. No, but getting over to my story. So I created my channel April 30th, 2016, which I've been called a new gen, like, oh, you're this and that. I don't care. I've been playing COD since 2007. I was 5 years old playing COD 4. But I started
Respect.
uploading. Thank you. I actually didn't really pick up sniping until like the day I started this channel is when I finally decided, like, no, I'm gonna say fuck it and pick up sniping. But I didn't start off the channel sniping. The first video on my channel, it was like a small glitch that happened when I was playing Uncharted 3, and I even subtitled that video because I didn't have my voice or anything. And then the next video I had on my channel was probably a week later, was a montage, and that montage is still public. It's a Grand Theft Auto 5 stunt montage,
Oh wow.
which is
Oh
a
boy,
random...
we have a GTA 5 YouTuber here, lady.
Dude, I don't know how, but I did that, which fucking... That video did great. I don't know how.
It's GTA 5, that's why. And around that time, what was it? Like, what year was that? You said 2016?
2016.
That's around the time when YouTubers like Vanoss, Wildcat, Minilat, and all of them were making a lot of GTA content. So GTA was becoming a very popular game on YouTube. Mostly,
Yeah.
not entirely because of them, but they
The
definitely
funny
had a
ones.
big helping hand to that.
Oh
okay,
god,
okay.
you said Vanoss. You know what I think now?
What?
Banana bus.
I was drinking root beer. Fuck you.
Fucking Christ.
He's literally a dying horse.
No, we're not. Dude, it literally sounds like someone's letting
Be
the
happy,
air
it
out
could
of
be
a
the grudge.
balloon. No, stop. It literally sounded like you're letting air out of a balloon now.
All right, moving back to what Rusty was talking about with his content.
No, but after I did
We're
the
already
GTA
almost
5
nearing an
stunt run-
hour, so I don't want to have this drag on for too long. And I still need to
Yeah.
finish my story too, so.
Mhm.
Longest podcast episode to date.
It might
Or
be.
But,
We're pushing boundaries, boys. For episode
Way
number
long-
7, we're gonna double this.
No, because it already takes my PC about 10 hours at least to render 1 hour of a podcast.
way longer than 15 minutes. But after I did the GTA 5 stunt montage, I wanted to do an Uncharted 4 Let's Play. I got through 3 episodes, privated all of them. I was like, yeah, no, I'm not doing this. So then I went back to Black Ops 3, and I started a thing called If It Hits, where it's pretty much.
I'm sorry, I can't stop laughing.
Oh my god!
I don't know. Wait. Okay. Wait. Just stop. Take a minute. Let's just breathe. Let's just breathe. I can't stop. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm sorry, Rusty. I wasn't laughing. More.
I'm just confused.
Oh my god, I have not laughed that hard in a long
What are
time.
you laughing at? That's my
The man's
question.
alcohol hit him like at fucking train.
No, I
To the
was still
fruit train?
laughing from our previous engagement of my
Yeah, I
random
heard you
noises
snickering.
and the endless episode. I was still laughing because of that, and eventually it got to the point I couldn't hold it back anymore.
Oh my god.
Like, you know how it is when you're starting to laugh and you try so hard to not and to hold it back, and it just like builds up until it breaks out.
Yes,
It's
I know.
it's like
That
when
is
you're
exactly
it's like you're
what
sitting in a
just
class-
happened.
It's like you're sitting in a classroom and the teacher says like be quiet after you like
Everything
flick a
becomes
paperclip
20
across the
times
class.
more funny.
Dude. Yeah. Without a doubt.
Exactly. Or whenever someone looks at you and go, "Oh, is something funny?" Instantly, everything is a goddamn Comedy Central special.
Is
It
something
doesn't matter
funny? There's
what
a
it
dead
is.
body behind you.
I actually just turned around.
I'm just saying, though, no one has ever laughed quite as easy. My first ex-fiance, I can make her die of laughing in one easy step. I just had to turn to her, go up, whisper in her ear.
Fuzzy pickles.
What the fuck?
No, dude, I would go up to them and whisper in their ear, me hoy, you know.
No, remember, kids, if you're ever scared to talk to a girl and you need a good icebreaker, just grab a wash rag, come up behind her, put it over her nose and mouth, and go, "Does this smell like chloroform to you?"
No. I know that too.
It's a good
No.
icebreaker. And then you can let her go and go, "Hi, now that the ice is broken, my name is so-and-so."
Don't take this advice, kids. Also, if you're a kid listening to this, why the no, leave.
Yeah. Exactly. Don't take my advice, kids. If you really want it to be effective, you
If
have to
there's
actually
anyone
put the
under
chloroform on the
age of
rag.
Shit, I can't say that. Because I'm not
Okay,
even
Rusty, are
18.
you really
Fuck.
concerned about saying what you shouldn't? I think I've already crossed those
I
boundaries
was gonna
many
say
times.
if you're under the age of 18, leave. I'm not 18. Fuck.
That's true.
I
Ooh.
can't
I
even
forgot
say
about
that
that.
yet.
Oof.
If you're under the age of like 16, you shouldn't be listening to this yet.
Thank you. Holy shit. If you're under
To
the age
be-
of consent.
To be fair, I don't know if
Mm.
anyone should listen to what I say and think. That is a
No, 'cause
dangerous
you're-
perspective.
I can barely handle it as it is. I handle it pretty well, but even then, there's some days where you're just really bad.
One
Sucks.
of
Just
the-
imagine if I ever had a son and he turned out exactly like me. Could
I
you
might
handle
shoot him.
2 of me? Could you handle 2 of me? Because I don't think the world could.
Holy shit.
I like how Rusty knows what I said right away.
Dude, when you said that, I don't know why, but I imagined Menendez with Hudson in the chair with a shotgun shooting out bullets.
God nerd through and through.
Oh my god. God damn it. Now you're making me think of fucking Avenged Sevenfold concert scene at the end of BO2.
Way too. Those are the lyrics.
Where he's sitting in the fucking chair and he's like, "Let's do this shit." And then just stands the fuck up.
Yeah, he goes, "Let's rock and roll, baby." Or
Weren't we
something like
talking
that.
about content and how we started?
Me?
Yay! Tangents. That's what you should name this episode, Zux. It should just be Yay Tangents.
I probably will.
Pretty much after that, so the way I would record is because I didn't have like any subs at all, because I'm a fucking loser and I still don't have a lot of subs, but I'm trying, you know.
Respect the
The
grind.
way I would, because all I had was a PS4, I would literally PS4 record. Actually, no, I wouldn't even PS4 record. I would PS4 stream, upload it to YouTube, set it as unlisted, and then I would download it on my laptop at the time. My laptop is a Logitech like i3 iCore or some shit like that that still
Oof.
managed to run Sony Vegas 13. I don't know how the fuck it did, but
Fair.
a 2-minute video took 8 hours. And I uploaded that shit and I felt proud.
My heart, my very soul is being destroyed hearing that.
Dude,
8 hours for a 2-minute video.
it was a fucking grind. And so
You poor
I did the
thing.
whole Uncharted thing, and then I got into COD stuff. Dude, if it hits, I've stuck with COD ever since. But I've branched out. I've done like Uno, like every now and again, or something like that. Done Scriblio. But back then, I stuck to BO3, and when MWR hit, that's when I decided, like, I want to do something. Like, this will eventually be something to me, and I still want it to be something. So I was doing a lot of MWR content, mainly just sniping commentaries. And my name back then I was never always Rusty. The first I was Rush Central, which is a very, very strange name. And then from Rush Central, I turned into Rusty Infinity, probably like a week and a half, 2 weeks later. And then over time, I just didn't understand like the whole infinity part. I don't know, I thought it sounded cool or whatever the fuck. And then I went to someone's live stream and they said, "Yo, what's up, Infinity?" That pissed me off. I was like, "Know what? I'm going to Rusty. Nope, I'm not doing that shit."
Ooh.
So much simpler than how I got my name. I'll explain how I got my name in a little bit, but that's so much simpler than how I got Zux, bro.
Wait,
so
Zux, can I take this onto one final momentary tangent?
No.
Too bad. I'm gonna fucking do it anyways.
I knew you were going to say that. That's why I said no.
No, Zux, I just found it. If I had a son and he was exactly like me, this would be your face when you had to deal with both of us at the same time.
What is it? What is it?
I'm just saying,
Look in the
Zux,
group
you need
chat,
to
bro.
put that photo in the video so
I
the
will.
viewers
I
have
will.
context.
I will. That is true. I'm just going to be like, fuck.
That is the face of, how much rope do I have at home?
Dude,
My other
Fucking-
my other internal reaction. Hold on, let me find it. Let's see where the fuck. Oh, my other internal reaction is just gonna be this when it loads. Oh shit! I sent it to you by accident, not the group chat. Hold
Good
on.
job.
It's gonna be.
That just came up as a file, Rusty.
It's gonna be
I
that.
know, my shit's dumb.
That's gonna be my reaction.
No, I'm just saying, if I can find it here. God damn it, load. Zux, if I have a son and I tell you about it, this is going to be your reaction.
Yeah.
Ah, shit. Here we go again.
Ah, shit. Here we go again.
Yes. Anyways, back to what Rusty was saying about how he got pissed off from someone calling him Infinity.
For the fourth fucking time. No, I'm kidding. No, but someone
He's
called me
having
Infinity. I was
PTSD.
But I was like, yep, nope, fuck it. I'm done with Infinity. I'll just be straight Rusty. And so since then, I've stuck with it. And even back when I was making videos in the past, I used to always have music in the background. Like, always, to some degree. Like, there was almost never not an upload without some form of background music. Through MWR, I stuck doing highlights. I had a video break over 1,000 views during MWR, which is fucked.
Nice.
I did a Mile High Club on Veteran, and trying to beat like the infinity word time of like under 15 seconds, which I did like the second or third try.
Try hard.
I'm a natural born gamer. I actually like came out of the womb with a controller in hand.
Mom was like, "Fuck."
Nice. And then from MWR, like I still played all the old CODs, but I just never uploaded them. Then what was after MWR? World War II?
I think so.
And then during MWR, I was in a team called Abstract Empire, and there wasn't really anything going on that team. World War II, I was in a team called Azure Revived, and I got dropped out of that team after like 2 months of being in that team. I think maybe 3 months.
There you go, Zux. Enjoy the lack of quality that was me when I started YouTube.
I'll look at that later.
And
I figured you
so after being in Azure, actually during World War II, I dropped a couple montages, nothing special. I dropped the Best Day Ever montage, the song by Mac Miller, rest in peace. And then during BO4, I just grinded my ass off. Like from the beginning, when I started, I knew I wanted to turn this into something. Like I've always had the passion. I've always had the dedication. Sure, I've tweeted out like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna take a break." Like I tweeted that out 2 days ago. Blacked out my Twitter. Blacked everything out. I'm back today, grinding, because I know like without doing that stuff, I'm gonna go like I'm gonna fucking lose it. Because I've been doing it for so long, and I've always like almost every single day the past 4 years, I have been working on some form of a video unless I've been on vacation.
See, that's the
Like,
grind.
see, I may not upload every day. I upload like every 2 to 3 days, but I'm still editing that one video, and I'm still taking time, gathering clips. Fucking, I'm working on two different possible 3 different montages right now. I'm working on the ZYX Taj, a dual Taj with my buddy Mirage, and then I want to make an MW Taj eventually. Like a simple one with like quad feeds ×2, split 5-ons, simple stuff. And so I've always had the passion towards this. Streaming, I recently picked back up probably like 6 to 7 months ago. Not like every day. I stream whenever I feel like it. And the toughest part for me streaming is like when I go live, I close Twitch. I close all Twitter tabs. I close all YouTube tabs because I want that to be my focus and my center. But when no one's typing in chat, it gets a little discouraging. But I know in the end, if I can make just one person smile, that makes my day. Like if I make a video and someone laughs or someone says, "Keep it up, that was funny," or like, "I like this content," that keeps me in mind. Like I still have a purpose to do this, and people enjoy it, and people would want to come back because now I'm an entity in their day. Say they have a bad day at work, bad day at school, they're just having an off day. If I could brighten up their spirits to some degree, that puts a smile on my face. Like one of my regular viewers, you know who you are. Um, he was in one of my buddy's streams for whenever he would stream and upload and all this other stuff. And then he decided to pop into my stream once. And he literally told me one of the times while I was streaming, he's like, "You are like my all time favorite streamer." I was like, "Why?" He's like, "Because you know how to interact. A lot of people, if they have like 10, 15 people in chat, they only talk to like 2 or 3. They don't read everyone's messages. You've had it where you've had like 7 people in the chat and you're responding to everyone. It's like, because when I'm talking to people, I love social interaction. Like, that's just my thing. if I'm around people, I'm okay. Going through shit solo fucking blows. And I've been there. And I've been to dark places. But being around people is what pretty much makes everything so much fun. Sure, you could say, oh, not everyone is going to have your back. But in the end, people are going to be there for you no matter fucking what. Because people, sure, some of them are assholes. But in the end, there's bound to be some great fucking human beings out there. Just keep that in mind.
Went on a motivational tangent, goddamn.
Sorry.
Respect.
People always tell me I am way too mature for my age.
You are. I get that a
Like,
lot too,
way too much.
Let's
Dude,
give you a few
someone
shots
popped
of
on the
whiskey.
stream a
That'll
couple
clean
days
that
ago, and they're
act
like-
up real quick.
though. Shut up, don't want it.
Someone popped in my stream a couple days ago, and they're like, "Yeah, are you in your mid-20s?" I was like, "The fuck?"
Yeah, people
Look at your
usually
voice.
assume that I'm at least 21. I'm 19, by the way.
Oh, dude, I've been given fucking 23 by a customer at work.
I was given 30 one time.
Ooh,
When
I
I
have a
was
story.
15, a girl thought that because she heard me on the phone because I was talking to her, she thought I was a 30-year-old black man. Little 15-year-old white boy. She swore to God I was a fucking 30-year-old black man.
Jesus
I have
Christ.
I have a story to tell on a podcast, but I'm gonna make a video on it first.
All right.
It's with a customer.
Oh, great.
Who?
Let's hear it.
He,
Do you want
he's-
me- I
he
can
says he's
speak
gonna
it
make
right
a
now.
video first.
No, I can speak it right now.
All right. Well, I also
think about
I also
how
need
late
to
into
finish.
the podcast are we?
We're 11 minutes in. I also need to finish my side of the content because I gave it to you guys because I was talking for a while.
Sorry,
Okay,
I
you
just-
finish up your side. Rusty can tell his story, and then we see if we're done there or if someone else is going to
No,
carry
wait. I'll
on.
wait till next episode to tell it.
Because you don't make a video on it first, right? Don't you?
What?
You said you want to make a video on it first, right?
Yeah.
So we'll let you do that first.
Damn you, I wanted to hear the story.
Maybe
Nope.
after the podcast.
YouTube.com/.
During podcast. Sharing is caring.
Okay,
goddammit.
so I'm gonna go back to my story. I ended my part before I gave it a nightlock. I ended my part at around
I found
2015.
cookies. Sorry.
Oh my god. I swear, last time we recorded an episode, it was everyone talked over Rusty. He has like come back with a vengeance to make sure he talks over every goddamn thing one of us says.
My inner Jersey is coming out, and it's coming back for a fucking vengeance.
True.
Hell,
No, I'm kidding.
motherfucker. If you think your Jersey coming out, you're gonna have a bad time, boy. You're gonna have a bad fucking time.
All right, so
Let Jesse speak.
I'm going to go back a little bit. So by 2014, I'm just going to talk over these fucks. By 2014, I was at
Love me, Zux.
No, I was at the alias of Ark.
Daddy
time.
doesn't love.
You cut out, thank God. Did you just lose like your fucking grandpa, dude? Like, I'm about to mute you. Shut the fuck up,
So you're
please.
at the
Shut up!
alias of
I'm
what?
ugly crying, bitch.
Wait. You're at the alias of what?
I went by. So I was going by Arsenic, and then I shortened it down to Ark because it was just easier. So I shortened my alias down to Ark, and then by 2014 is when I came across the name prior to what I got to Zuxo. So how I got my name Zux was I was in 7th grade in English, okay? Or in 7th grade they called it reading, which is the same shit, fucking just different name in middle school. And so 7th grade, and we're looking at a map of Japan, right? And I saw this one city, I don't know how the fuck to pronounce it, but it was titled as Xuzhou, and my 7th grade mind read that as Zuxo. Don't know how I got that, but I did.
Turned it into a cool ass name.
Yeah, I did, I guess. I don't know. But I wasn't sure to read it, but I was like, that's a really cool name, and I want to go by that because I didn't like the name Ark for a while, and I was just kind of like, this is just like your average name, whatever. You know, it's like a very common word. And Zux isn't even a word, but I'm just like, I'm going to make it one. So I changed the letters around, and for a while it was XUZO, Zouh because the HOU was taken. And I'm like, fuck. And then just my mind kept reading it as Zuxo, so I'm like, why not just put it literally as Zuxo? So that's around like 2014 is when I actually turned my alias into Zux. And now all my gamer tags and shit like that are Zuxing, because Zuxing is just a better name than Zuxo in my opinion. It just sounds better. It looks cleaner. But no matter what, the shortened name is always going to be Zux, and it's a really cool name, short and simple, and it just sticks out in my opinion. Am I right? I hope I'm right.
Bitch, my name is fucking Rusty. You can't get any more basic than that.
That's true.
Bitch,
your name?
if you
Oh,
want to
fucking
talk about
Rusty.
basic, don't make me go to Starbucks and order a low-fat, triple cream, extra whipped caramel macchiato with 2 pumps of low-fat syrup. Oh my God, Betty, hold my earrings.
Syrup. You just pissed me off. You said syrup. It's syrup.
It's not foyer, it's a foyer.
Stop.
You are taking me back to my acting days, my friend. Things
Alright,
are about
fine.
to get very weird very quick.
You
All right,
wanna
so I'm
know
gonna finish my
something?
story.
When as a freshman in high school, I had to play a fucking drugged out cabbie in my high school play.
Well, you do
You
it
probably
pretty
played
good
that
now.
part
No, I'm
very
kidding.
well.
I did play that
Damn
part
it.
very well. I played the part so well that the following year I got the lead role. Yeah. That one was a musical, so I had to sing. I had to sing and wound up having to kiss like
Singing
half the
culture.
fucking cast because everyone had to sub in for the female lead. And yeah, that was an interesting time.
Imagine fucking Nightlock up there, like fucking baked off his ass.
You know, Rusty, if I could get some pot, I would, and you could see me baked out of my ass.
Mary had a little boater, little boater.
Oh yeah, don't make me
Something
stroke
weird.
that shit. That sounds like a good time.
No.
I'm just saying,
Minor.
the craziest shit happens when you are enacting. I'm sorry, I'm gonna go off on a tangent because I feel like this is a story you will enjoy, Zux, along with the audience.
For next time. Because we're gonna need more topics.
Yeah, I
for
don't
next
think
time.
Nightlock cares. We are an hour
That's
and 20 minutes in, and I'd rather not drag this out any longer. So if you can shorten this down, please go for it.
I'll keep it as brief as I can.
Because not everybody has the time to watch a 3-hour podcast.
Yeah, if y'all traveling to like
But
fucking Missouri.
Well, shit, I want to make it quick, but someone won't quit talking over me now, will they, Rusty? But no,
You're
I
like a
still...
coped out optics.
God fucking damn it! Okay, I'm starting to think that I'm not the one dragging this out.
You are just a little bit, but now it's both of you.
I claim innocence. I'm gonna plead the fifth. I am a fucking angel. I am innocent.
Bullshit.
I was waiting for Zux to say that. But no, when I was in high school, again, I did a lot of acting. In between my freshman and sophomore, my sophomore and junior years of high school, I did the summer musical for the school district that I was in. I still remember the first year that I did it. For going into one of the final scenes, we had a quick change. If any of you have not done acting before, quick changes are hell on earth. If you do not want another person handling your private areas, acting is not for you. Because in a quick change, odds are it will happen. Because we were in like full country farm girl and farm guy attire, you know, jeans, cowboy boots, the plaited button-down shirt with an undershirt, guys and girls. And we had to go off and do a quick change, the girls into ballroom dresses and the guys into suits. We had 2 minutes to get the change done. Shoes included, mind you. Socks as well.
How is
So
that
we
fucking
run
put
off
on
stage.
loafers?
We run off stage to go start the changing process. And I mean, as soon as you were off stage, bam, you had 3 people assigned specifically to you, 3 crew members. That, I mean, you would think that they were a bunch of frat boys surrounding a drugged out, drunk off her ass sorority girl. You walked off and immediately you had everything you were wearing ripped off of you so that they could start getting you dressed for the next scene. Because when I say 2 minutes, I mean 2 minutes. That was all the time we had, 120 seconds to get the full change done. We are on the 3rd show out of the 4 that we were doing because we had a Friday dinner show, a Saturday matinee, a Saturday dinner show, and then a Sunday dinner show. We were on the Saturday dinner show, 3rd out of the 4. We go to do this quick change, and, you know, we're all just kind of sitting there helping the crew members get our change done, and we're looking around talking to each other. We all look to the girl that was playing the second lead, the supporting lead role. They go to take her shirt off, and when they take it off, they get more than just the shirt. And she was well endowed, shall we say. Very well endowed. And all of it came out for everyone to see. But I will say this.
Was it worth it or not?
Oh, absolutely worth it. But but saying that, actors, even in high school, this was one of the single most professional groups of people I have ever had the absolute pleasure of working with.
Mm-hmm.
No one stared. No one said anything about it. No one tried to do anything. And she didn't freak out. I mean,
Sounds
it was quite
amazing 'cause it's
literally, we
strictly
turn, we
business.
see it, boom, it happened, move on. No one gave her
'Cause
any
it's-
grief. She didn't take it out on anyone. And we went on to the next scene.
Look,
Single
at least she wasn't flat-chested. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, no, she was. But I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And oh my God, she had the voice of an angel.
Keep in mind, we're talking about high schoolers here, so in that time it's kind of normal. Don't worry. I think at that age everything's just kind of agreeable. Everyone's in the same age group, roughly.
Yeah,
Fuck,
I
I'm still
mean,
there.
oh my God, if she wouldn't have been 2 years older than me and so far out of my league at the time, I would have gone for it in a heartbeat. I would have, because she was something else. Not just physically, but also as a person. She was amazing.
If
Anyways,
you
I
ever hear
would-
this, I'm sorry this is on the internet, but hope you're having a good day.
Hope you're having a good day. I hope your assets are still as good as they used to be. I can tell you were definitely an amazing person, both inside and out. And thank you for letting me work with you. It honestly was awesome to be able to be a cast member with you. And with that, I will go ahead and end that story. That way Zux can finish up what he was saying. I'm sorry. I tried to keep it brief.
Oh, I know, and this is just an entirely side tangent, but God, that was so worth it. You told me that story before too. I do remember that story because you told me that story like months ago. But
Yeah.
it
I
was-
just love that. You're like, keep it brief. I don't want this to go to finishes up. That was so worth it.
that was so worth it. But going back to what I was originally saying about how I got my name, 2015, I ended up with, no, it was 2014. I ended up setting on Zux. I went by Zux for a while, and later on, around like 2016 or so, was when I changed to Zuxing. But that's just like an extended name. I will always just kind of go by Zux no matter what. It's just the easiest thing to say, easiest to remember. But around 2014, 2015, 2014 was when I got my Dazzle. I was really still kind of in the middle of like the private match community and then being online and sniping. And remember, by the time 2015 hit, when I got my Elgato, I kind of fully transitioned into leaving the online community because I just didn't enjoy it. I wasn't getting anywhere in COD, and I was just kind of like, I'm not hitting clips at all. I can't even make commentaries at the moment. So by this time, I didn't even have a Boost Snowball. All I had was my Elgato. That's it. I had my Turtle Beach headset, but I just used that to talk to friends online. I didn't use it to make commentaries or anything like that. So 2015 came around. I fully transitioned into the private match community, and from there, my one goal was to join the like infamous private match team OGK. And I love that team, and their content was fucking great. And then later in the years, their team channel got hacked. They tried to come back. It fucking fell apart, and OGK is never coming back, and it sucks. But if you were in the OG private match community, you would know how legendary OGK was as a team. It literally it was almost like the phase of the online community. It really, really was. OGK did a lot, and it made a lot of people really get into private match trick shotting, and that was honestly the funnest times I've ever had in the COD scene. 100%. I wish I could go back to the private match days, dude. They were so much fun. Just going home after school and just spending hours and hours in MW2 private match lobbies, trick shotting, chilling with friends. It was a lot of fun. And that's where I learned the basics of editing and trick shotting and all that. And I mean, to this day, I can still trick shot really, really well. Not as good as these complex nerds, and I don't like complex trick shots anyways. I think they're fucking ugly, but that's just my point of view because I came from the OG community, so I think anything complex sucks. But that's just me.
Zuxy-sama.
All right, I'm muting you. He's literally dying worse. But
it
that's
even says so in my stream highlights.
I know. But that's where I came from, was the OG private match community, and I still have some friends I talk to this day from that community. Granted, not very many, because most, I'd say probably about 85 to 90% of the community quit and doesn't play COD at all anymore. But
Sounds like you.
I mean, yeah, but I'm saying they quit content and all that in general. They're not even in the scene, like, whatsoever at all anymore. They're just doing their normal daily lives. As for me, though, after private match scene kind of fell apart around, I would say 2016, 2017 is when I started to take editing a lot more serious, take content creation a lot more serious, and 2017 is when I started actually making like commentaries and cut comms and stuff like that. And trying to make just like stuff involved around my personality. And that's when I took editing a lot more serious. That's when I started to learn how to become an editor using effects and screen pumps, velocity, RSMB, and just being more complex than just the basic control and drag and just slowing clips down that way in terms of like OG editing. And from there, I joined a team called Super, which I joined and left 3 times.
What the fuck?
God damn, you as flaky as a white girl.
I joined originally first just as an editor, and then I left because I just felt bored with editing and I just wanted a break from everything. I came back again because that was where all my friends were and that was the team that I knew. And then the second time I left was because that was around the time that my ex-girlfriend broke up with me and I was just done with everything. I didn't touch social media for like, I think almost a month. And then I came back again, and the third time I was brought back on as a lead editor, and that's where I met the dumbass himself, Devils.
Oh my god.
Me and Devils, I rejoined back as a lead editor for Super, so I was the one leading the editing team. I was the one picking up people, stuff like that. Devils joined me on as the lead editor, and from there, me and him just kind of got along ever since. We just chatted, edited, did a lot of bullshit, and honestly, anything editing related now that I know is all from him. Devils is by far a much better editor than I could ever be, and I hate to admit it, but it's true. That kid is really good at fucking editing. And
I see. He goes for the quality over quantity approach.
He does, but he never finishes anything. So that's his biggest problem. Is he never finishes his projects, even though he's so talented. But moving
That was
on.
kind of the joke I was making.
Yeah.
You ruined it.
I know. That's the point. But from there, that's just when, around, I'd say 2018, 2019, I transitioned back into, creating content, and around, I think, fucking, let me double check. My first stream highlights, I believe, was 2018. Yeah, my first stream highlights was November 22nd, 2018. That was the first stream highlights upload that I made from, I uploaded to YouTube. And that was when I started streaming a lot more. I was just having fun streaming. I was always interested in it. And one of my friends, Spencer, who, or Skux, you guys would know him if you guys like, know North and, the Team North and all that. I met Skux back in 2015. And I met him by a random BO2 lobby in TDM or Domination. I think it was TDM. And I hit a quad feed, but he sent me the quad feed in HD because all I had was a dazzle.
Nice.
And that's how I met Skux. Literally, was just by a random game. And then I started talking to him a lot more in World War II. And by World War II, he was already streaming like every day. He was having a lot of fun with it. And he kind of motivated me a lot more to start streaming. And so I did, mostly all because of him. And started streaming a lot more. And when I first started streaming, one of my friends, Rango, from the private match community, helped me join a team called Front. And you guys would know them. They used to go by Front Chapters. They now go by Front GG. And they're a pretty good org, to be honest. But at that time, I had the shittiest PC on the fucking world. Keep in mind, this PC that I was using to stream on, I had this PC since 7th grade. So by the time I was streaming, that fan was dead as fuck, and the motherfucker sounded like a jet engine every 10 minutes.
God damn.
But I streamed every day consistently for months and months and months. And by that time, I called myself a streamer more than a content creator. I enjoyed streaming a lot more, and I still do enjoy streaming a lot more than creating content. Just the process of recording, editing, and all that got very tiring, and I was very bored of it. So I started streaming a lot more. Now that I'm getting back into it again, I love it a lot more. But just at the time, I was just kind of done with it. But that was when I started when I started streaming, was like August of 2018, and it was a lot of fun, and I don't regret turning to streaming at all. It was definitely the best thing I've ever done in terms of like my career, quote unquote, doing all this shit. And then since then, I've just been a streamer that streams every single week, except for the times I take vacations because my mental state wants to fucking kill me inside. But moving on.
Hashtag fell.
And that's kind of where I got to now. Through that, I've been through a couple different teams, but I left Front mainly focused on joining North, and then I gave up my grind for North because they wouldn't recognize me, and I was really depressed, and they just ignored me for like months on end, and I don't want to talk about it.
I know the feeling.
And then from there, I just started grinding for Oxygen, and somehow, one way or another, Oxygen saw just what I had, and they gave me a chance, and here I am now, being an Oxygen, which is by far the biggest accomplishment that I've ever made ever since I started this shit back in 2015, or 2013 rather, but taking it more serious in 2015. And here we are. That's how I got to where I am now, and it's definitely been a ride, but I don't regret anything that I'm doing at all, because this is definitely, I can tell out of anything I've ever done in my life, which isn't a whole lot, but out of anything I've done in my life in terms of all the jobs that I've worked, all the shit that I've been through in school, everything I learned in school and all that, this is definitely the thing that I have the most fun doing. And I don't know, it's been a ride, but I enjoy every second of it. And that's where I'm at.
I honestly just want to be able to get back to streaming and get back to the grind, because it doesn't matter what I want to do or what I try to do. I'm never going to be able to make a team unless I'm able to actually do the grind. Right now, my internet is looking at me when I say I want to and going, yeah, go fuck yourself.
I honestly thought you're gonna get dropped out of the call because your internet was gonna be like, nah, fuck you.
That would have been really funny.
I am honestly surprised that my internet has been this good.
For an hour and 35 minutes, I'm ending the podcast.
You can ask my friends. They have been in calls with me multiple nights over the past week or two. And it randomly just drops me from the call.
I'm waiting for Nightlock to shut up first.
No. Never.
You were saying no and your mic just cut out.
Wait, do we want real entertainment?
I'm about to fucking mute you so I can enter this podcast, so shut up, please.
Wait, Zux, before you do that, Do you want real entertainment?
No, but you're gonna do it anyways.
Exactly. All I have to do is talk like normal and then hit the button and wait. And slowly, as all the power begins to
Oh.
drain out from my mic, it is going to then begin to.
That's the
There it
thing.
is. Alrighty. So I know
You're
this
welcome.
podcast is much longer than the previous ones, but there's a lot of sidetrack and talking about the content
Yay,
took
tangent.
a lot longer than I was expecting, but it was definitely worth it. I just think it's interesting to see where everyone came from and see how everyone got to where they are now. But that said, I'm gonna call the podcast here. I hope you guys have enjoyed. I'm sorry for it being so long, but again, this is just a lot of fun to record. If you guys want to find me on social media, you can guys find me on obviously the YouTube channel. If you guys haven't left a like or subscribed, I would appreciate it. We're really close to 2K, and I'd love to hit 2K subs by hopefully before the year ends. That's my goal because I've been stuck on 1.9K for the last like 3 years. No one will fucking cry. But other than that, you guys can find me on Twitter at Zuxo, ZUXOH. I wish I could change that Twitter handle, but the motherfucker has Zuxing taken, and he hasn't used it since 2013. It makes me depressed. You guys can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Zuxing, ZUXING, and on Instagram at Instagram/ZUXNG without the I, because that at is also taken. Fuck.
Wait, Zux, I
what?
feel obligated to tell you it sounds like you're spelling it ZOX and not ZUX.
I probably did by accident. ZUXNG. All right, where can they find you? I can't speak English. I'm done.
It's all good. Guys, you can find me at my Twitter handle, which is at Nightlock58. If you search that up, you will be able to find my account. Keep up to date with anything that I am doing within the community. See anytime that I am able to go live when my internet permits, and any updates about me, any funny things that I share, any talks with people in the community I get into, you can follow that, see what all is going on. And you can also find my Twitch at twitch.tv/Nightlock if you would like to come by, check it out, give it a view, and just see what you think about the content.
Rusty.
Also follow my OnlyFans at
Nope.
HotBoy58.
Rusty, where can they find you, homie?
Pretty much, if you all want to check me out, if you want to stay updated on my life, twitter.com/Rustys_RUSTYS_. I do content creation, youtube.com/C/RustyInfinity, RUSTYINFINITY. I try to upload like 3 to 4 times a week. I don't have a set schedule. I just upload whenever the fuck. And typically, I try to make the video the best it could possibly be, because I don't want to do something if I'm not enjoying it. And then, for the people that want to tune into the streams, twitch.tv/Rustino, RUSTYINO. We're always listening to good music. We're always trying to give off them good vibes. That's going to be it for the podcast. Take it easy. Peace the fuck out.